Hey everybody! It's Tabitha. And I am trying to do a lot of videos because why not? But I was curious because I just started a weight loss journey on Mounjaro. And I drug my feet like kicking and screaming basically with my doctor because I did not want to add another like pharmaceutical to the list of things that I needed in life. So, backstory, I'm on Jardiance to try to get my A1C down. So that helped definitely. I lost probably like 30 pounds with that, just like getting excess sugar out. But I really just wasn't ready to like change anything about myself, which is why I also never wanted to do like surgery or anything like that, because I'm like, well, what's the point if I'm just gonna go right back to what I was doing, you know? So this year, wow, it's almost over. I just started, I don't know, feeling like just bleh, you know. Personally, I have come a long way with body love and all that kind of stuff, but it's still just, you know, I'm sure a lot of you can understand that it's really not a word that can describe it. But I went to the doctor last and my stuff was still up because I was on cholesterol medicine as well. So my A1C was still a little bit higher than we wanted it to be, and my cholesterol was still up. So I'm like, all right. So I was like, man, I really got to do something. So I told my doctor, I was like, you know what? I'm willing to try Mounjaro if the pricing isn't outrageous, because looking at the pricing before insurance was gonna be like $1,000 to $1,500 a month, and I was like that's more than my house payment, you know what I'm saying? So I just can't justify that. I know it's about getting healthier and all that kind of stuff, but for that amount of money, I was just like, ugh. So luckily I was able to price it with my insurance, and Amazon Pharmacy had a coupon, so it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. But still, I'm like, ugh. So I was like, well, if I'm going to do this, I have to, really make a change, and just that's what I need to do, because I don't want to be on this forever. So making those lasting changes is usually what gets me every time. So if this is familiar to you, where you go gung-ho on a diet, lose some weight, then you think, oh, I can have a little bit of soda. Oh, I can have a little bit of bread. And then you do, and then boom, back to where you started or worse. So that is the story of my life. I've done it forever now, and nothing is ever stuck. And the habits, I'm usually good for about a month or two, and usually with a habit that secures it, right? No, not for me. I'm like, I'm done with this, and then go right back. So I'm really hoping that with being on this and changing a lot of the things, it will work and help keep those habits, you know what I mean? So one of the biggest things I've been doing is drinking more water. Yes, my beautiful nieces got me this, like 40-ounce buckies, keep the cheetah print, because they know what I'm like. They know what Aunt Tabby likes. So I drink at least 3 of these a day. So that's 120 ounces of water. Before, I was probably lucky to get 24 ounces. So I know water is great for your skin, great for cleaning out everything. So it's rough though sometimes when you don't really like the taste. It gets a little boring. So luckily I've been able to kind of like drink certain amounts faster now. So then I also make sure like I drink a full 40 ounces on the way to work. So then when I get to work, I can have my coffee. And then I make sure I drink another one. And then I basically have to be finished another 40 ounces before I can have something else to drink for like dinner. So I try to have all my water intake in by dinner time, just so that if I don't want to drink any more water, I've got it and I'm good. But sometimes that does not work. So another thing I've been doing is trying to find things with lots of protein, because they say this shot can, obviously curb your appetite, and definitely calms the food noise in your head. I definitely have not had a hard time with saying no, which is great. I haven't cut anything out strictly out, but I also don't eat it every day. So if I want some nachos, I will grab some nachos, but I won't eat the whole thing or even half of it like I used to. Also with like coffee creamer. I love coffee, not because I need it, but because I love the flavor. I love the taste of coffee and a good creamer. So I've definitely moved to the natural creamers just to try to help, because I'm not a sugar-free person. I don't like the aftertaste of all these other sugars they have out there. So it's very hard for me to find something that I can enjoy still. And, you know, just, it's hard to find. It's really annoying. And I'm not a big fan of like all the aspartame and just the artificial sweeteners. Like, I don't like it. I don't care if it's 0 calories. It always has an aftertaste to me, and I feel like no. So natural creamer has been huge for me, and then also just finding things with protein in it. So I found all kinds of things that are definitely a little bit more expensive, but they keep you fuller longer, and they are helping me towards what I need to do, because I don't want to lose my hair. If you don't have enough protein, you can lose your hair, you know what I mean, your muscle mass. So I don't want any of that to happen. So I've been trying like super hard to find things with more protein, whether that be an actual protein bar, protein pan muffins, protein brownies, like that kind of stuff, or also just looking at the snacks that I currently like and see what kind of protein they have in them. And if it's not a lot but I still want to eat it, then I'm just gonna eat less of it. But I'm not cutting it out because I don't want to cut it out. I don't want to like go back later and just go crazy because I haven't had it in a while. And also it's just like, to sustain that lifestyle, like it's so hard to sustain something when you're told like, no, you can't have ice cream, no, you can't have this, no, you can't have that. I don't know about y'all, but I want it more then. So I'm not trying to cut it out, and I'm hoping that these habits and these things will last longer once I'm off these shots, which my goal is only to be on like 6 months, because at this point in my life, just turned 45, I could care less about the weight and my body type, because my husband loves it, but more importantly, I love it. I've learned to accept it. I've learned that I am not a thin person. If I got too thin to where they think I should be with my height, I would look so old and so dead. Like, it just wouldn't work for me. And I'm not okay with that. I feel like I would be more self-conscious, thinner and looking older and just more not alive than this. So I'm okay with my body. What I'm not okay with is having a chronic illness because I am unhealthy. So, and it really didn't start happening until after like 40. 20s, 30s, I've always been a big girl, but all my blood work has always been immaculate. So all of a sudden, boom, you're 40, your body says, whatever. I would like to say other choice words, but won't, just in case people that don't like cursing are watching. But it sucks. So I'm trying to change these things. And I'm excited that for about a month and a half, I've done really well. If I drink a soda, it'll be like half a can. I'm trying just various things. I've gotten Bootylicious protein muffins in a cup. Oh my gosh, they are amazing. Every single flavor so far I've loved. But extra love the banana peanut butter. I know, if you don't like banana, I get it, but it doesn't taste like a fake banana. Like, I like bananas, but I don't like banana flavoring. So it doesn't take fake banana. It's like just such goodness. And they have other flavors like double chocolate. So if you wanted to have a dessert, you could put some ice cream on top of that, or some Cool Whip or whatever. And it's like, at least it's something that is good for your body at the same time. So those are the kind of switches I've been looking for. I also have started brewing Snarky tea, which they have amazing flavor combinations. So I'm trying that to try to find other options for drinks besides water. Obviously water is like my main staple because drinking 120 ounces is a lot. So, you know, it takes me all day usually. But, you know, in between that, you need something else to drink, you know. I mean, I like water, but not that much, you know. Um, so that has been helpful. One of the other hard things though with that is trying to find a sweetener for it, because I'm not a Splenda fan, not a stevia fan, which a lot of these protein things do have the extracts in it, so I think that they are pretty much masked pretty well. But if you're trying to put that in just straight in, like, I cannot do it. So I found some honey granules because I love honey in my tea, but when you're brewing a cold tea and you try to put honey in it, yeah, like it doesn't mix well. So I was able to find like honey granules. So I'm gonna try that, see how that works out. I haven't tried them yet. And they also have like an ultra fine sugar, like cane sugar, that you can use. I got a bag of that, but haven't tried it yet. So I'm hoping they work because I don't need a ton of sugar, just a little bit to get it a little sweet. So, but I hate the other ones. Now, if you have found one that tastes good, I would love to hear about it because there's slim pickings out there. And yeah, I'm just not willing to drink or eat something I don't like at all. Like, I just won't. I don't care. I'm not going to do it. So, it's just not going to do it. So I haven't gotten really different in exercising or anything. But one of the other cool things I did was there's this app called The Conqueror. And it's basically you can do these virtual races and earn medals. And during those races, you have access to like look at the scenery and stuff like that in these places you're walking, like Hawaii or Ireland or all these different places. So the community there is so awesome. Like their Facebook page is just amazing with their support. So, and their biggest thing is, you know, you do these challenges how you need to. So if you are down and out and can't really walk a lot or something like that, like you can use other activities to complete these. So I came up with one where it's their Dia de Muertes, so the Day of the Dead medal, and it is like 100 miles. So I started giving myself a mile if I drink over 100 ounces of water in a day, and then half a mile if I have a vegetarian meal. So it has definitely pushed me to keep those habits and try to find other options, which I love meat, I love potatoes, I love everything. Like, that's the problem, I love it all. But just trying to reach some certain goals, I think sometimes just the motivation matters. So that is pretty cool. And then I also do ones where I'm actually doing the walking and all that kind of stuff. But I think just being able to do it the way you want and no one making you feel bad for that is amazing. So if you need motivation and a medal motivates you, you know, that's a great app, the Conqueror app. I'll definitely be sharing that in the comments. So if you have any questions or want to check it out, we have like a little group. We're not that serious about it, but it's nice just to kind of see other people using it. And, you know, sometimes you just need someone else to make you seem accountable, you know, like even if someone's not really pushing you, if you know someone's watching, you're like, oh, okay, I should probably do that. Or you want to be like, you know, a motivator to others. So that I found really cool. I'm really hoping that I can make this work. You know, I've had a couple of people say, oh, I'm so proud of you. And, you know, I'm just like, whoa, don't get proud yet, okay? Because it's only like a month in. This is normally the time where I'm just like, forget it. So I'm trying not to really be excited that I've made it this far and of actually trying new things and making changes for the better. which I'm just hoping I can really stick with, because yeah, it's hard. It's so hard. It's so hard. And I hate working out, okay? I don't like running. I don't like much of that stuff. I was on a kick for a while there, but it's just, I have grandkids now, and I'd rather hang out with them than do anything else. So between work and them, I'm like, man, I'm good. I don't want to do anything else, but whatever. So I would love to hear about your journey, if you're starting or if you are maintaining or you're midway through. I would absolutely love to hear about it. I think sometimes just having others in your corner rooting for you, and just checking in to make sure you're doing it and that you're doing okay, because I think sometimes people don't realize you're doing these things and you're making these changes and you're feeling better, you're looking better, but mentally sometimes it's you're not better. Sometimes it can get to you. Like, I just had a couple days where I'm just like, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do this, even though I feel like I'm going in the right direction. It's just sometimes it hits you like, I can't do this, but you can. You can. Sometimes you just need someone else to remind you that. So I would love to connect. I'd love to hear your story. I would love to hear what works for you. If you have any little secrets, recipes, whatever, I am down to hear it, and I'm down to definitely share the things that I have found, because some of them are pretty amazing and I would have never tried everywhere, like any other time, except for if I was trying to find ways to get more protein and stay full longer. Like, I just wouldn't have even thought to pay the kind of money, Little Debbie's are super cheap. Built bars aren't, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you get what you pay for 100%. And I don't know, I just want to put better in my body. And if I'm eating less, that means I'm still kind of saving money, because I'm only eating one versus eating every like couple hours of something else, so let's hope it works. But I'm here for you, and hopefully you're here for me. And I hope it stays positive. I know people can be pretty jerks when it comes to online, because they get all big and bad behind their keyboard and will be the first one to tell you you're doing something wrong, or just make you feel bad for even trying to do things that you want to do to be better. So I don't let that get to me, because I feel like Eminem and 8 Mile. I'm like, what you gonna say about me? You gonna say I'm fat? Already know. You gonna say I'm ugly? I know I ain't beautiful. Oh, you gonna say that I don't know how to speak? Duh! I already said that before. So I just have that mindset, because there's always gonna be somebody being an asshole. It's true. But they would never say it to your face. Because sometimes I dare people to say it to my face. Bad older brothers. Got a lot of aggression sometimes to get out. So let's bring it on. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully it all stays positive. And I hope you guys are having a positive experience with any of your challenges that you're facing with that. So I have been on here just yapping away. And honestly, this is my therapy. So it's hilarious, because I was telling my super friend the other day, like, I definitely am not going to be an influencer. Maybe I'll be a no-fluencer. I don't know what. I'm not. I looked up what unfluencer means, and I definitely am not that. I am just here to try to make it work for me. And if I can, nudge some other folks, or make you guys smile and laugh at my silliness or facial expressions, or you just think I'm silly looking, well, okay, that's fine. But I really look forward to connecting, and I hope that you all have a great day. Don't forget to stay awesome, because you are. Don't let anyone tell you you're not. And if you ever need someone to, back you up, let me know. I love to argue. So I like, if someone's being mean, I will try to, I feel like I could really do some damage there. I won't want to, but if they ask for it, sometimes you got to give it to them. It's just the way it is. But anyways, I will let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed our little chat. I hope it's helpful. And I can't wait to chat some more and kind of just fill in on anything new that I find that might be helpful in our goals and our journeys. And yeah, just don't forget to be awesome and have an amazing day. Bye.